Well, guys, here we go again with one of those topics that will either make or break the channel. People will probably unsubscribe. Other people might come to the channel and subscribe if they haven't done so based off this video. But one thing I try not to do is to create divisive topics or talk about them. I mean, technically I do, but I mean, honestly, I get up here and say what I think and feel after I do some research and evaluate things. And if you don't agree, that's okay. And if you agree, that's okay. Because this is the internet where everybody's opinion is an opinion, right? And that doesn't piss anybody off. Who am I fooling? But in any case, I just want to talk about, this whole thing about the Me Too and Time's Up, and I've already done a video about the baby it's cold outside situation, and it's only gotten worse since I did the video. I remember at the time of that recording, it was like one or two radio stations, and I forgot what state, that took the song off due to suggestions of, well, if you listen to the lyrics, it's very, suggestive of rape. So in the midst of the Me Too and Time's Up, we're taking the song down. And that caused an uproar. And now I believe even more radio stations have taken the song off the air. And my thing with this is it time for Time's Up and Me Too to come to an end? Now, before you go in the comments with your torches and pitchforks, and no, hopefully they're not tiki torches. There ain't no need of that. But all I'm asking is this. I feel like there needs to be a reevaluation of this. I mean, if we go back to the beginning of 2018, I believe it was Oprah who gave an amazing speech. And if there's background noise, I'm sorry. It's like 9:30 p.m. and I believe people are outside playing in the snow for some reason, or they're digging out their car. So if you hear people kind of talking or yelling in the background, it's because my window is right there at the parking lot, so I apologize. But anyway, January 2018 Golden Globe Awards, Oprah gave an amazing speech. Now, as somebody that studied communications and has done public speaking since I was 8 years old, I love the speech. It was very well worded. Her her body language during the actual speech, very stirring. But if you look at like the timeline from the 2018 where Me Too and Time's Up truly began trending with the hashtags, it has been, for a lack of a better phrase, kind of like a witch hunt, if you will. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some people who have been rightly accused and are being, getting the justice that is deserved. But then there are a lot of situations where the internet is the judge, jury, and executioner, if you will. When I say executioner, I'm referring to careers, because if you ask me, and I mean, maybe my stats are off, but based off the numbers I've been keeping up with, it's almost like there's been more people found in a lie. Like, the accusers, there have been more accusers found in their lie than there have been people who truly were telling the truth about their, Me Too or Time's Up moments, if you will. And what really irked me about this year is the fact that I mean, honestly, this has been going on for a while. I think 2018 is when this really became, something that the public has been viewing with a magnifying glass. It's just that it really just annoys me when somebody comes out with an accusation, and before there's been any sort of federal investigation and whatnot, an individual literally they lose endorsements. They have to step down from the head of their companies. They have to, their tours are gone, like their tours are on hold, any kind of appearances. So basically a person's source of living or their lifestyle or their careers are put on hold because of one accusation. And even if and when it is found out, a person who accused them have been caught in a lie, then the person is allowed to go back to their position. But there's always going to be that tarnish or a stain on their career or their legacy because of one false accusation. And that's jacked up, because you're messing with somebody's livelihood. Think about, okay, for the person that accused them and was caught in a lie just because they wanted to make some quick money, what about the person that lost out on that tour gig or that appearance on a television show? Or what if they weren't the head of their company, so they weren't able to make the right decisions that would have given the company a bigger boost in their finances? Like, what makes up for that? So the person that was falsely accusing them, do they pay them that money? So I've always been, in the mindset of, look, let the justice system do its job. And yes, I know as a black person and seeing how the justice system works, and, based off of news, of course, thankfully I've never been in a situation like that. But, there have been moments where you raise your eyebrows, especially during the age of police brutality and whatnot. But just specifically talking about the Me Too and Time's Up movement, I feel like it is definitely something that, I don't know. I just feel like the biggest reason I want these things to end and at least be reevaluated or reworked or whatever you want to call it is the fact that too many people are weaponizing these good movements for their own selfish reasons. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know if Bill Cosby is innocent or guilty, but all I'm saying is that I don't know if it was that many women, in terms of who came out and said he did this and that, and they went to court, and there were like a couple magazine covers with like 100 women on there. And yeah, I mean, it was Bill Cosby, and he even talked about it with Larry King, so I believe there were probably some, but I don't think it was that many. I mean, honestly, once again, I was born in 91. I don't know, so whatever. But it's just one of those situations where people jump on the bandwagon to, I might as well get some quick money out of this too. Sorry, gotta grab my laptop charger. There we go. But yeah, Nelly, he had somebody that said, he sexually assaulted her, and it turned out to be false. And shoot, what was it, that one woman that said Jamie Foxx hit her in the face with his his junk, and this was something from years ago. And the whole Harvey Weinstein thing. R. Kelly, I mean, that's just, don't even get me started on R. Kelly. But I feel like in terms of these movements, I like the reasons they were created to begin with. But my attitude has been, these people who are accused are definitely guilty until proven innocent. And even when they're proven innocent, their lives will never be the same as they were before. That's my biggest problem with these movements, because once again, people who aren't even a part of it in regards to even being assaulted and whatnot will automatically do it out of spite just to make a quick buck or ruin somebody's reputation. So I definitely think when it comes to these situations where people are either accused, because I mean, even like back in 2017, moving on to when the Oprah made that speech, you had, and let me think about 2017. I think that was a bad time for black people, like, black men, in regards to Kevin Hart was caught cheating. Usher allegedly had herpes. And I forgot the third guy. Was it R. Kelly? So yeah, R. Kelly with the young girls cult or whatever. So even then it felt like, there wasn't and honestly, it was bad this year, even in 2017, moving into 2018, it felt like every week. And it is bad to say, but it felt like every week, like a routine, there was either another school shooting, another person accused of sexual accusations, and, another black person, killed by the cops. And it was just week after week. And that's bad, because once again, it's something that it felt like a routine, because it became such a normal thing to look at. When you went online, you saw what was trending, you cut on the news. So I think when it comes to 2019, there definitely needs to be some changes with these movements, or scrap them altogether. And I'm not saying there shouldn't be a movement, but I think that when you use, and this is to everybody who, even thinks about creating that hashtag on a post, or if they come out with a story, think about all the people who started these movements, people who legitimately have experienced some sort of assault, harassment, or something along those lines. So if you're thinking about just jumping aboard these movements to make a quick buck because everybody else is doing it, think twice. That's all I got to say about that. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think these movements should continue? If they do you feel like me, where they definitely need to be, I guess you could say, revamped, so to speak? And I mean, we live in that age, man. It's just nothing that could be done about it, where you are literally guilty until proven innocent based off social media. And that, I don't know, it's crazy. But yeah, let's have a civil discussion in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you all soon. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.